people, it's your girl Adeola. Buhari. Woo! For that, how many times did I call you? When a Yoruba woman calls you 3 times, you know that there is fire on the mountain. So a pastor gets on the pulpit and says that your government is wicked.
When the wicked is in power, the people suffer. The killing that is going on in Nigeria, it shows the irresponsibility of the president called Buhari.
It's a lie. He says that people should fight back, not with weapons, but with their voters' card.
Every Nigerian, you must get your voters' card. Go and get your voters' card. We will not use AK-47. We will not use the weapons, but we will use our weapon. And this voters' card is our weapon.
You're that for pastor. You now do well.
Don't allow wicked politicians. Don't allow wicked men to decide your fate in Nigeria. Enough is enough.
So the next thing, they issued this man's arrest warrant. I'm like, father, like what? Buhari? Oh, you ratty me. Who did this to you, Mr. President? The man did not say that people should kill. He's saying that people should exercise their voting right. What is wrong with that? How many herdsmen have you arrested? Tell us. How many herdsmen have you arrested? About 80 people were slaughtered in Benue State. Not only have you not done enough about it, but you didn't even care to attend the funeral. Who is advising this man? Who is advising him? All we are saying is that the same way you were running around when your son got in an accident, you know, it's the same way that we want you to care about other Nigerians. Mr. President, I don't understand. You see, this is exactly why people will not vote for you in 2019. No be me talk, but you are becoming a dictator, Mr. President. You are not listening to the people at all and at all. Also, you are releasing Boko Haram terrorists. I don't understand. I mean, did you hear that Nigeria released another 244 Boko Haram members? They said that these people renounced Boko Haram. I'm like, shoo, how did you know? How did you come about that conclusion, Mr. President? You are releasing Boko Haram members. It is well. And then on top of that, you sent 2 trucks to go and arrest the pastor in the middle of the night. I'm like, why can't those trucks go after the Fulani herdsmen that are killing people? By the way, that pastor is also a northerner. You know, his name is Pastor Isa El-Buba. Maybe some people are not telling you the truth. Let me tell you the truth. If you don't take this issue of Fulani herdsmen seriously, trust me, it will affect you in 2019. By the way, you should expect more pastors to speak up now that you want to start arresting pastors for talking about the Fulani herdsmen. Yes, expect more pastors to speak up about this. And how many of them will you arrest? Men and women pastors are speaking up, like this articulate female pastor.
When there are tornadoes also in America, you see the presidents there the next day or that evening.
I beg, tell them.
It's been recorded that over 1,000 people have been killed by so-called herdsmen. Somebody was literally butchered and chopped like meat. Why are we being slaughtered like chickens and butchered? And nobody's going there. There's no help.
Thank you, ma. You know, God bless you.
Is one race better than the other? Is one people better than the other?
Tell him.
Is a cow better than a human being?
You see what I'm saying? Me and this woman, we're on the same page. Her name is Pastor Isa El-Buba, by the way. Now, the cocoa of the matter is that more people need to speak up. More religious leaders need to speak up. And especially more celebrities need to speak up. I'm not saying that to call for violence, but you need to tell people to exercise their rights. How were they able to crush Biafrans and they are not able to crush the Fulani herdsmen? I don't understand. It's not possible, except that they don't want to. And can you imagine Femi Adesina saying that he's offended that people are linking Buhari's indifference to the fact that Buhari is also Fulani, just like the herdsmen?
Something that is disturbing that I've heard about it is linking those developments to the fact that a Fulani man is president. That is very unkind.
This man needs therapy. He was also telling us that, oh, Fulani herdsmen were killing people during Jonathan's time as well. It didn't start at Buhari's time.
In 2014, there were about 16 of such tragic developments. During that period, did we have a Fulani president?
Mr. Adesina, what happened to this man? Shoo, Jonathan is no longer president. Why can't you face your own? Why can't you face your own administration? Why do you always have to go back to it was happening during Jonathan? Like, seriously, when will this man grow up? Why would we not link it when he went after the people that are not Fulani when they were protesting? And now that the herdsmen that are killing people are from his tribe, why can't he go after them? My brother, go and sit down. We'll continue to link it. Nigerian celebrities, speak up. All all of you that are singing, just imagine if Wizkid is singing about the Fulani herdsmen that are killing people. Don't you think that the presidency will do something quickly? Imagine if Don Jazzy decides to release a song, it's true now, about the Fulani that are killing people. Don't you think that the Nigerian government will do something? All these are our celebrities, celebrities, you need to speak up about what is happening in Nigeria, OJ.
And I want this in the social media, put it everywhere. If I perish, I perish. It takes lives to bring a revolution. If this costs the end of my life, fine. But I think it is wrong for one group to be protected better than another group.
Thank you, ma. You're that for you.
Somebody is for some people and it's not for some people.
Tell him.
I belong to everybody and I belong to nobody.
Get out of here. What is wrong with you? If you ever play that on my show again, that is the day I would fire you. You see, I can stand anything, but I cannot stand lies. I hate when presidents lie, and you know some presidents lie. Oga Buhari, you belong to some people. You have already made it known that you belong to some people. And in case you are watching, Mr. President, no offense, but you seem to be suffering from short-term memory syndrome. You know, I'm not abusing you. I'm just pointing out what is obvious. You have forgotten the fact that Nigerians kicked out Goodluck Jonathan after one term.
Who would have thought PDP could be removed? The power we have as a people is we can change any government at any time if the votes are counted.
Amen, somebody. Amen. So why are you comfortable with going against the people's wish when the people can kick you out? Benny, they can kick you out. Since the last election, Nigerians have realized the power that they have. And trust me, they are going to use it again in 2019. I beg you, no more stories. Nigerians have realized the power that they have. But you know, the most important thing is what this woman said. It's true that Nigerians, we just like to pray for things to change. And you know, this woman is asking, why can't we be the change? Instead of just praying and praying, why not be the change that you want to see?
While you are here clapping and praying vehemently, Hausa people have gone, their children like you and me are registered in parties and they are running for offices at the grassroots. If you are not there, they are there. They are not going to vote for you, they are going to vote for them.
Hey, thank you, my mother. You're that for. No offense to Hausa people. The woman is just saying that the Hausas are very proactive and she's challenging other people to also be proactive. You understand? That is all that she's saying. People like to say that corrupt people will never allow the upright to get in power. But I say that can only happen when there are more corrupt people than the upright people. So, for example, if a choir master decides that he wants to run for office and he joins a party, if he can get all his choir members to also join that party, won't their vote count in the party when it's time to vote? So you understand where I'm going right there? Go and join politics and join in masses. Let your whole family, let everybody that you know join politics and see if there will not be a change. Before 2019 gets here, better register and also join a party. But again, you guys know that I don't know anything. I said all that just to say hello to Mr. President. You know, we are watching you on Plasma TV. By the way, the man said that he's trying his best. See, I stopped laughing in English. Anyway, you guys don't know much. Guess what? I'm just keeping it real. Wait, what? Nigeria arrests 10 Cameroonian activists? Say what? Like, what? So for more than a year, I've been telling you guys about the events that are going on in Cameroon, that two countries decided to come together to become one country. That is the English-speaking Southern Cameroon and the French-speaking Northern Cameroon. So they came together to become one country so long as each is autonomous. You know, just like Quebec in Canada, except that the French-speaking part of Cameroon, which is the majority, has been marginalizing the English-speaking part of Cameroon now for decades. Besides the fact that all the developments in Cameroon are happening in the French-speaking part of the country, they also want the English speakers to now start using French in school. They are sending them French-speaking teachers. Can you imagine that your teacher only speaks French? And also they are sending them French-speaking judges. Now that's messed up because the English law is different from the French law. So the English speakers got tired and decided that they are no longer interested in merging together to be one country because the North has refused to honor the agreement that they signed, especially since the same president has been in power for the last 35 years. I don't know why, but some Cameroonians are okay with that. Not all Cameroonians, by the way. In November of this year, it will be 36 years since Paul Biya became president. Wait, what? Oh my god. Oh my god. Like seriously? You mean the same man has been president since 1982? The devil is a liar. If you're 35 years old and you're watching this show, my brother and my sister, This man has been president since you were born. Okay, that's actually disturbing, very disturbing. Some of you already have your own children, and the same man that has been president since you were born is still president. Now that's messed up. So since the English speakers started protesting more than a year ago, Paul Biya has sent soldiers to beat them up, to arrest them, to even shoot protesters. I told you guys how they invaded University of Buea and beat up students. I mean, this has been going on for more than a year now, maltreating people, and also a lot of their activists have been jailed. And also some of the southern Cameroonians have been retaliating. In fact, they've also killed some policemen, so they've also been retaliating. But what I don't understand is why Nigeria would arrest the activists that escaped to Nigeria, even though we can never allow a president to be in power for 35 years in Nigeria. It's not really because our democracy is that strong. It's just that a lot of people are hungry for power in Nigeria. Amen, somebody. Now, at first, the Nigerian government denied arresting these people. For days, they denied it. I was like, if you would do something, you should be able to stand by it. I think it's a shame that the Nigerian government would deny it. Basically, the government lied. So the Nigerian government denied it for days. They said they did not arrest this activist from Cameroon. And then later on, they came out and said that it's true that they arrested these people, but they arrested them because they were causing trouble in a peaceful country of Cameroon. I'm like, say what? Because first of all, you just lied. Second of all, I'm like, peaceful? Like, what do you mean peaceful? Where have you been for the last 1 year? Cameroon has definitely not been peaceful. It has been anything but peaceful. And then they said that the protesters were training people in Nigeria to go and attack the Cameroonian government. And you know, my first question was, so is it these 10 people that you arrested that want to go and fight the government of Cameroon? Because I'm really confused. And if they are training an army, what is the evidence? Can you show us pictures or videos? And why arrest only 10 people if there is an army out there? You mean to say that you let them go? Sorry, my people, it's just that I find it hard to trust anything that the Nigerian government says, especially since they denied at first that they arrested those people, because they basically lied. What is it? Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so some people are saying that they arrested 39 people. So some people said that they arrested 39 people. Okay, so but even that is not enough to face the army of a whole country. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. But this same report that says 39 people says no weapon was found on them. So I'm a little confused. How are they training without weapons? And is it 39 people that will now go and face the army of Cameroon? You see, okay. So by the way, the Nigerian government and the Nigerian police also said that Cameroon is such a friendly country in that in their statements. And you know, that one cracked me up. It really cracked me up. I'm like, Cameroon is friendly when they are deporting Nigerians? Have you not heard that Cameroon is deporting Nigerians? Last year, Paul Biya deported 100,000 Nigerians. Forcefully, go and read the news. Then they deported Nigerians. And in 2016, there was a time that they deported 2,600 Nigerians. And don't forget that in 2015, they also deported 2,500 Nigerians from Cameroon. Cameroon is deporting you, Nigeria. But you are sitting there telling us that Paul Biya is friendly. I'm like, am I missing something? See, I don't understand. So why do we suck up to Cameroon? Oh, wait a minute. I know. You guys remember during the Civil War, some of you are too young, but during the Civil War in the 60s, Nigeria gave Cameroon the Bakassi Peninsula. That's an island that used to belong to Nigeria. We gave it to Cameroon so that Cameroon would block Biafrans from getting supplies from Cameroon. That happened under Gowon. So Cameroon cooperated with Nigeria and they blocked Biafrans at that time, preventing them from getting supplies through Cameroon. So we've been doing this for a long time. My guess is that Cameroon told Nigeria that it's payback time. You know, there are people that are trying to secede from Cameroon, so you need to hand them over. Me, I'm thinking that is what is happening. You know, the funny thing was that after giving the Bakassi Peninsula to Cameroon, Cameroon discovered oil and then suddenly Nigeria wanted it back. Anyway, so now it's like they are trying to secure their security deal with Cameroon. Remember also that African governments in general, they don't want to support uprising in any other country, any other African country, because they know that it can happen as well in their own country, especially because many of them, they are not doing well. So right now, Nigeria will basically do whatever Cameroon wants, just in case Biafrans also decide to go to Cameroon. So it's all politics. It's all politics. And keep in mind, I'm not advocating for coup. I'm just saying that what happened in Nigeria with the way they arrested the Cameroonians, it's all politics. And at the same time, I can't help but to wonder why these activists will go to Nigeria. I mean, you know the history of Nigeria. I feel so bad that they went to Nigeria, because right now Nigeria is working with Paul Biya to return these activists back to Cameroon, and you guys know what will happen to them once they send them back to Cameroon. Amnesty International has condemned this. I mean, if you don't want these activists in Nigeria, why can't you just tell them to go to another country peacefully? But for God's sake, do not hand them over to the Cameroonian government. It's not fair. You know, I was really hoping that by now the government of Nigeria would even be the one telling Paul Biya to step down. Is 35 years not enough? And we act like we don't know what is happening in southern Cameroon. But instead of saying anything, the Nigerian government welcomed Paul Biya and his wife to Nigeria. Lastly, the Nigerian police is comparing the Cameroonian activists to the Biafrans in Nigeria. I'd like to know what you guys think about that. Cameroonians were two different countries that agreed to come together on a certain term, and now the term of the contract is no longer honored, which is why they wanted to go back to their separate ways. But Biafrans will tell you that they didn't even sign any contract to begin with. They never signed any agreements to be part of Nigeria. Well, not just the Biafrans, nobody in Nigeria signed anything. So I'd like to know what you guys think about the Biafran issue and the issue in southern Cameroon. Please put your comment below, and in the meantime I will keep updating you about what's happening with the activists that were arrested in Nigeria. And honestly, I wish the Nigerian government would just let these people go their way. And you know, if you don't want them in your country, that's fine, but you should not hand them over to the Cameroonian government. You guys don't know much. Guess what? I'm just keeping it real. Moving on to Zimbabwe. So the former president, that is my Uncle Bob. I can't even believe that I'm saying this, that he's now the former president. You know, I have missed this man, a very wonderful man. The man was spotted last month in Singapore, leaving the hospital after a medical checkup. I was like, the devil is a liar. You mean it? That for the past 37 years that this man has been president, he did not build not one good hospital enough for him to have checkup. Checkup. You are telling me that common checkup they cannot do in Zimbabwe? Father. No offense, by the way, to my Zimbabwean people. We are not better off in Nigeria. Our president goes to London, but we've never had a president that stayed for 37 years in Nigeria, which is what baffles me. If the man was there for 37, even if they were adding one brick every month, 37 years is enough to finish constructing one hospital. Don't you think so? You won't even know. You have no experience. Get out. It pains me that many of our presidents in Africa, when they refuse to build us good hospital in their one term in office or their 2 terms in office, people will start saying, well, 1 term is not enough to build good hospital, or 2 terms is not enough to build. I'm like, shoot, how do you explain somebody that stayed in power for 37 years and still has to go abroad for checkup after his retirement? They have no fear of God nor the fear of the people. I heard that this is part of his retirement package, by the way, you know, to be going abroad for treatment. I'm like, You see, that is the problem. Unless they change the president's retirement package, I don't think any president will want to build a good hospital because they know that they can just go abroad for treatment after their time in office. Now they want to summon the man over a missing $15 billion. Billion. What happened? Baba Mugabe. And where is Grace in all of this? And the woman with PhD, where is she? So that she can come and explain with her PhD what's the deal with $15 billion. How can $15 billion disappear under Mugabe? Because this is a man that will go to the UN to crucify everybody. $15 billion. Father, when I heard, my heart caught me. I jammed. Meanwhile, Mugabe's allies are saying that Zimbabwe will soon become like Somalia and that there will be bloodshed if this illegal regime stays. They're talking about the government that took over from Mugabe. I'm like, what is going on? My Zimbabwean people, let me hear from you. What is going on? The devil is a liar. Let me know what is happening. But you guys don't know much. Guess what? I'm just keeping it real. So moving on to Ethiopia, there's a new campaign going on right now among Ethiopians abroad. As you guys know, there has been a lot of reports about human rights abuses in this present regime in Ethiopia, and so many opposition members have not only been abused, but many of them have been jailed, which is why the worldwide Ethiopian Joint Task Force is now asking Ethiopians abroad to stop sending money through companies that are affiliated with the present government of Ethiopia. So these major companies, what they normally do is they take their own commission and then they hand over the hard currencies to the government of Ethiopia so that the government will now pay people in the local currencies at the bank. So this campaign started because apparently the economy of Ethiopia is not doing so well. You know, I didn't even know about that. Apparently the economy is not doing so well. So now the government is relying on Ethiopians abroad to send money to their loved ones so that they can get the hard currency, the dollars, the pounds. So the worldwide Ethiopian Joint Task Force is urging Ethiopians abroad to stop sending sending money through those companies that are affiliated with the government. Instead, they're urging people to send money through Ethiopian-owned businesses and individuals that are not affiliated with the government but provides money transfer services. They also want people to send money through individuals who exchange at better rates than the companies that are affiliated with the government. And also they are telling people to send money through friends that are traveling to Ethiopia so that they would deliver the money in the hard currency and their loved ones will be able to go to the black market and actually get better exchange rates. And lastly, they are saying that if it's possible, send goods, like laptops or cell phones to your loved ones in Ethiopia so that they can sell it and actually make more money. So if you're from Ethiopia, let me know what you think about this campaign. It's all over the internet. It's been going on now for some time. Do you think that it will be effective? And if it would not be effective, what do you think will be effective, especially to get this government to stop the human rights abuses? And also, if you're in the diaspora, is this something that you're willing to participate in? Why or why not? Leave your comment in the section below, and you guys can find out more about this campaign by watching this video on YouTube. You guys don't know much. Guess what? I'm just keeping it real. So moving on to Uganda, there has been another case of well, you know what I mean, Benny Magun, popularly known as Thunderbolt. This thing is real. This thing is real and it is happening. It has happened. A married man who has apparently been cheating on his wife, finally got caught. Except that this time around, his thing got stuck inside the body of the woman during sex. I said, Father. This apparently happened at the 000 guest house in eastern Uganda. And the lady happened to be one of the hotel staff. And she's popularly known as the Slay Queen. Her nickname is Slay Queen. Until this time around, she could no longer slay. So one of her co-workers was the one that discovered them. A cleaner was the one that went in the room and discovered that these people have been glued together. According to Ugandan media, the man's wife had promised to expose him and use him as a lesson for others, and she did. She definitely did. So they had to go to a witch doctor to separate them. You know what I don't understand is the fact that if Africans have these kinds of power, why can't they use it to revamp our economy, to fix our roads, to change the country, to kick out corrupt officials that are not doing, I don't understand, that are not doing well. I don't get it, but maybe you get it, maybe you understand. If you do, please leave a comment in the section below, because it baffles me that they have this kind of power and all they use it for is magun. Sure, you understand? You guys don't know anything, or guess what? I'm just keeping it real. So before I leave, I like to give a shout out to a new couple. Even though the wedding was in November, I still like to congratulate Folusho Aina and his beautiful wife Jennifer Ohikhuare, who got married in London last year. Yay! The bride is very beautiful, y'all. Father. You both look beautiful. I heard about this wedding through some of their family that happen to be viewers of Keeping It Real. And so I'd like to give a quick shout out to my sister, Jennifer Ohikhuare. Yes, sis, you were looking amazing in that dress. Anyway, congratulations to the couple. Congratulations to their parents. Congratulations to their whole family, all their loved ones, everybody that went from Nigeria. Even though the wedding was in London, they made everybody know that this was a Nigerian couple. Anyway, congratulations to them. You guys don't know much. Guess what? I'm just keeping it real. Alright, y'all, it's been real. Don't forget to subscribe if you're yet to, and don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You can find my last videos right up in here. Until next time, I'm gonna see y'all later. Peace out.